Everyone. Assalamu alaikum.
Hello.
Good morning.
So I think our founders are joining the session, and I think shortly we can start. And our presentation will be starting from 9:45, and I think we have altogether 5 startups to pitch today. Good morning, Bobby. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. I haven't get the chance to introduce myself with you earlier. So just for your introduction, I'm 𝗕𝘅𝗰𝗹𝘂𝗀𝗶. I am the national mentor and coach for 𝗕𝗁𝗃𝗀𝗵 Bangladesh project. Also, I work with the local venture capital in Bangladesh as a head of communications. Our firm name is 𝗕𝗁𝗃𝗀𝗵 Venture Capital. Very good to see you here. You are muted.
I said it's very nice to meet you.
Yeah, same here. So I think 2 or 3 more of the founders will join within a short time, and from 9:45 we will start. 3 have already joined. So I'll be moderating today's session for the startups we have to pitch, and think we can really start like. One, two, three, four. We got 4 already. So just for a quick understanding of everyone, the session will go like we will have 5 startups to pitch. So the sequence we will be starting with our startup Inception, then 𝗕𝗏𝗏, then 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗏𝗃.io, then we have 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗀, and then 𝗕𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗀. So these are the startups they will pitch. Each startup will get 5 minutes to share their idea and pitch, and then we'll have the floor open for the startup to give the remark from our esteemed guest here, Bobby. So Inception, the founder of Inception, are you here?
He's not
Yes.
here.
Yes. No, he's not here. Let us wait for like 2 to 3 more minutes. So, all right, gentlemen, for all of your understanding and our knowledge, I would like to officially introduce our today's esteemed guest, Bobby Amiri here. So, Bobby Amiri is a Silicon Valley native with over 20 years of experience in the technology industry, and he's specializing in the startup ecosystem. He has been instrumental in the launch of numerous products globally. He's also guiding founders from the early stage to their company growth and from the idea level to scaling up the startups. He also invests in early stage startups as an LP and multinational funds. So he is actually, a wonderful persona in the startup ecosystem. And I believe it is a pleasure and it is an opportunity, real great opportunity for all of us to share your startup idea in front of him with this pitch and to get the guidance. So I would think one of our founders has not joined yet. So I will go with the queue for the next one. So I would request the founder of 𝗕𝗶𝗵𝗂𝗀𝗶, 𝗕𝗔𝗁𝗔𝗄𝗏, to share the pitch deck and with the screen. And please give your pitch first.
He just joined.
Yes, sure.
He just joined.
Yeah, he just joined. Yeah, I can see. Mr. 𝗘𝗁𝗃, are you here? Can you hear us? Yes,
Yeah,
you're here.
good morning. Yeah.
Okay, good morning. Good morning. So let's just go with the queue then. So we will start with the inception first. So Mr. 𝗘𝗁𝗃, please share your pitch deck on the screen and give the pitch. You'll get 5 minutes to pitch, and then we will have 10 minutes to get the remark from Mr. Bobby Amiri. Good luck.
Okay. Give me a second.
Sure.
Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, can see your screen.
Okay.
So your time starts from now. After 4 minutes, I will just turn on my mic and I will say 4 minutes.
Okay.
Please go ahead. Good luck.
Okay. So Inception is a gaming studio where our slogan is gaming is the new economy. So why we choose the making the video games for multiple platform like computer and the PCs. So because the problem student, we found that 90% Bangladeshi gamers want Bangladeshi locations in the games with their culture, that 50% video gamers actually want Bangladeshi stories, and 30% video gamers actually want the racing games. So we are coming with the racing game solutions because we found that no Bangladeshi racing games in worldwide in any kinds of platform. So there was no real character, and we know the 𝗲𝗏𝗃𝗃𝗃, one of the renowned Bangladeshi racers, and the real city of Bangladeshi locations and struggling story of Bangladeshi racers. So we figured out that gameplay, we want to show the world that story-based gameplay with missions and world championships in different countries and the open world roaming quest. So this is our gameplay visual. I have the trailer video as well. I will show you. So we started from the Manikme Avenue in the Shamsud Bhawan area, and we actually built all those things from the scratch, and we tried to give the detail of every location in the compared to the real location actually. So if you see, the global market is increasing every year, and in the next 8 years, it will be 664 billion US market dollar. So if you see the Asian Pacific market is actually total addressable market $300 billion, and SAM is $120 billion, and SOM is $1.2 billion, and CAGR is actually 10.6. And our roadmap to publish this game in the third quarter in this year, and we have already published the trailer, and our asset actually already ready, and the location service already done, and we are actually trying to publish this in the third quarter, and end of this year we will actually update all the locations and the more DLCs. So if you see the business model, we are actually going with the 3 plan, that basic plan, standard plan, and the lifetime purchase. And we are actually trying to introduce the cloud gaming, where in the Bangladesh, the most of the gamers has actually no high configured mobile or high configured PCs, so they can actually access from cloud with a internet connectivity. So we are offering $7 per month and standard plan $15 yearly, where you will see the personal key code with your component, and the lifetime purchase $25, all DLC updates. And we are calling business model plus, that the regular sales actually the lifetime purchase and subscription from cloud gaming and the standard purchase, but in app purchase the car skin and extended story and more customization will be available. So if you actually compare that Forza Horizon and the Need for Speed, where they are offering $100 to $30, but we can actually offer $25, because in South Asia or in our country, engineering is actually very low, and we can actually offer with a $7 USD per month with a gaming server, where you can play any kinds of games with our actually. So if you see the sales projection, the $7 and $15 and $25 globally, we are aiming to sell 50,000 copies. And if you actually see that 10,000 copies actually will give us profit 144K actually dollar, and it will be profitable within 1 year. And go-to-market strategy, we are actually aiming to sell the online copies and the cloud gaming subscription and also the hybrid model. So our asking $250K for pre-seed stage. Currently, this is pre-revenue stage, and we want to spend 40% on game development and 20% on gaming and marketing sales, and 20% gaming operations, and 20% expansion. And I am 𝗂𝗃 and founder and CEO. I have 3 years of software engineering and research experience with MIT professors, NSU, and Louth University professors from Finland. And I went to 9 times hackathon winner, and I have that experience of building habit. And my co-founder 𝗲𝗄𝗃 𝗀𝗃𝗃, she has also modeling and programming experience. And 𝗲𝗃𝗃𝗃, she is the CTO of co-founder, and he has the knowledge of business and 8 years in game building experience. And in his last project, he actually sold $9.7 million USD in last 3 years. So I think we are the right people to invest. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Amit. I'd like to open the floor to Mr. Bobby Amiri for your queries and feedbacks.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good presentation. My questions are mainly around, how far along are you with this startup? You mentioned that you're looking to raise 250K and 40% of that is going toward game development. I'm wondering, in terms of like traction and what you've accomplished so far, can you speak a little bit more about that and let us know?
Okay. So basically, when we actually graduated from Accelerating Bangladesh, we were in the idea phase. So in last actually 4 to 5 months, we are actually building everything from asset to programming, everything we are building. And currently we have the trailer. I want to show the trailer if you permits. So I have a 1-minute trailer. Can I share?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Just a second. I am sharing my screen again. Just a second.
Okay. So do you have an actual game that has been completed yet, or are you still developing it?
Actually, we are developing, so I have the gameplay that you can play. So in the meantime, we are actually pitching to different pieces. So actually, I can show them, and this is
Okay.
a trailer. So yeah.
And then so that trailer that you showed, is that what the game will look and feel like once it's
Yeah,
developed?
exactly. Yeah.
Okay. And your hypothesis is that, like, within the country of Bangladesh, there just isn't very many games that are native to the country, and your hope is to capture market share, from existing gaming companies because they don't localize games for Bangladeshi people, or gamers rather.
Exactly. We want to actually show the stories of Bangladeshi, and we actually, and this is all the global product. So if we build, and as my co-founder has same experience with the Defined project, and they actually sold actually 11 lakh copies digitally worldwide. So I think we are expecting that it will go actually internationally.
Okay. Can you talk about that a little bit more international? Because, it seems with this being localized, I'm just wondering, how do you, what incentive is there for, other platforms to use this game beyond, Bangladesh,
Okay,
and
so actually,
why?
yeah. So actually aiming for the international market, the Steam and the other platform and the cloud access. So in Steam you can actually sell any kinds of video games globally from day one. So here we are actually aiming that 25 USD per copies. So actually we are not expecting so much, so we are actually trying to sell 25,000 copies. And if you see the racing game or the open world game compared to the Forza Horizon or Need for Speed, it's actually really expected that it's very low, 25,000 copies. So as early stage company, if I can actually sell 25,000 copies, it will give us the profit 250K actually, because we can actually cross this.
Okay. What platform is this available on? Is it PC game, or is it
Yeah,
available on like Xbox,
actually,
PlayStation?
actually building for the PCs first, and if we don't get any kinds of funding, maybe we will launch it in mobile, because currently I have 2 engineers and 3 co-founder, and I myself coding, and my co-founder Mashu is also coding and modeling. So actually we don't have any kinds of cost for building the game, so actually we are
Okay.
bootstrapping. Yeah.
Okay. I know we're might be over time now, but I guess, we still have another 5 minutes. Tarif?
We have another 5 minutes to discuss on this startups idea. You have only
Okay.
5 more minutes.
All right. So my recommendation for your pitch deck would be to create a product roadmap, because, when you're asking for that amount of money, we need to know, what is your go-to-market strategy? How is this money specifically helping you to achieve certain milestones over the next few years? So I think it's great that you can start in Bangladesh, and Bangladesh is a pretty large market, all things considered. And so if you're looking to capture and prove that, this game has some potential in that market, what happens after that? So that's what I'm most interested in. If you could maybe create like a timeline that shows, how you're going to be deploying this, beyond Bangladesh. And obviously, like, maybe some of it might require you to raise funds, and, there's a lot of unknown around that, but at least showing that you have some sort of a plan, and then maybe a go-to-market slide, which is how you'll capture new users. It wasn't clear to me, at least from the presentation, how people access this game. You mentioned there might be a mobile device, it being a platform for this game. So I think just a little bit more detail would be helpful about how, this game essentially gets in the hands of the customers that you're targeting, and why they would choose this instead of just playing a game that has, incredible functionality, but that focuses on other cities across the world. I think it's a big hypothesis that there's a lack of, that there's a market for Bangladeshi kind of roads and perhaps the music that's unique to the country that people would really rally around. And so I think just kind of getting us a better sense of how ready is this market for this style of game would be something that I'd be interested in seeing as well, especially for those that aren't familiar with like the gap in the market and why people would want something like this.
Okay, so basically we ran a survey and we actually talked with lots of streamers who are actually playing video games. So they are expecting that with Bangladeshi location and stories it will hit. And as our last project was the games that actually hits the globally, my co-founders ex company. So we are expecting that, okay, and for not only for Bangladesh, from day one it will actually be helpful for globally. So if and everyone can play from digital copies and also from the cloud access.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
All right, that was an interesting startup to start with. Gaming, very exciting one. On a Friday morning, a lazy morning, I would definitely be loving to play this particular game rather than going to the pitch. Jokes apart. So we'll have our next startup online. Mr. 𝗘𝘅𝗰𝗶𝗂𝗧, thank you so much for your pitch. We have 𝗕𝗶𝗂𝗶𝗃𝗲. The founder is already here. So 𝗕𝗂𝗶𝗃𝗲 is a startup is based on a fintech and gig job platform. So MD 𝗕𝗂𝗰𝗹𝗂𝗀𝗶, he is here. So your pitch will start from now, and in 4 minutes I will just pop up to say just 1 more minute, and after 5 minutes we will have the feedback session. Good luck.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Tarif and Mr. Bobby. So let me present my pitch deck. 1 minute. I need to share my screen, I think.
Yes, please share your screen.
Yep. 1 minute. Okay, so do you see my screen now?
Yes, your screen is coming up. Yes, your screen is visible.
Okay, thank you.
I'll count the time from now. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you a lot then, Kim. So this is 𝗕𝗶𝗃𝗀𝗶𝗃𝗵, founder of 𝗕𝗶𝗃𝗃. And 𝗕𝗶𝗃𝗃𝗃 is a platform to empower service provider and small retailers for financial freedom in Bangladesh initially, and then for the global. So definitely we all use the ride-hailing softwares or ride-hailing tools every day for our daily purpose, like moving to one city from another city. And we all know that those drivers aren't smart earning, right? But definitely it's not. They actually have very little take-home earnings because there are a lot of other costs, like they need to pay a lot of earning for their commission, for their fuelings, and mainly for their rental vehicles. They work for 10 hours daily, but they never be the owner of the vehicle they actually run every day. Similar for the small retailers, because businessmen need the cash, and definitely in Bangladesh, the small retailers market is so fragmented that they can't. Many of those don't have any such taking, so that though they get any sort of loan from traditional banks. So here's the 𝗕𝗶𝗃𝗃𝗃 want to play actually, and this is where actually we are working. We designed our 𝗕𝗶𝗃𝗃 in this way, like we will give a total package for a driver, like owning a vehicle and a smartphone to start earning, and dedicated partner app for regular service requests, quick bookings, and with a lot of features, and the minimum lowest commission so that they can earn more and be the financial independence. At the same time, this is the true for the small retailers as well. We prepared a shop app that actually can be used for sales tracking, stock, getting orders from the customers, and we are also going to provide them a EMI-based smartphone so that they can run the app and earn more money. And surprisingly, this is with a very low cost subscription amount, which actually save their 25% commission. And to reach our customers, we have another application. This is with all of those features, so that customer can reach our service provider and store owners through this app. And we all know that the Bangladesh has a big potential market, like 55 million smartphone users and 1 million drivers, 4.5 million small retailers. So it's really shows the how the Bangladesh market bigger is. And our monetization strategy is like, unlike other traditional companies, we are going to take a very little part, 6 to 7%, so then they can earn more. And we are going to charge the small retailers $1 per month to use our softwares. But we are going to earn more from our financial partners through referral fees and the EMI payment collections. So where we are so far, we are working on this idea over last 4 years, and we did a lot of pivoting, and we talked with our drivers, customers, shop owners, and then we started our piloting, and we got a tremendous response, like 45,000 users and 6,000 drivers already, and we had a little GMV, and mainly we talked with the driver communities and the largest NGO of Bangladesh, and we have an MOU of 150 million USD for our finance, for the microfinance for our financial parts. And definitely we got the graduation from the Accelerative Bangladesh. So here's the competitive advantage.
One more.
Yep. Here's the competitive advantage of us. Like we are providing the low commission so that they can get onboarded on our systems. And for the community engagement, we have a nice customer app, and for the financial inclusion. So we are going to onboard 10,000 drivers in next 12 months and 100K SME users for small retailers and 2.2 million revenue within next 12 months. And for this part, we need 300K USD pre-seed funding in this round. And mainly most of as our technology and everything is developed, all of main money will go to for the marketing purpose. And here's our team. We have a nice team with 4 co-founders. Thank you, and thank you for joining with us.
Yes, Bobby, floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. So it's seemed like on one of the slides there are quite a few different services that 𝗬𝗲 is offering. Based on your research and, I guess if you could distill the problem that you're solving down to a very focused, narrow, solution, what would it be? Like, how would you describe it? Like, what is the problem that you're solving in the market? I guess the reason why I'm asking is because it seems like there's a lot of different services that you offer. I'm just curious what you're primarily focusing on.
Okay, I got your point. And the primary focus is to make the service provider and small retailers to be easily accessible to the financer so that they get the finance to start their business or to scale their business to the 𝗕𝗏.
Specifically for
Specifically for
like
ride-sharing
ride
drivers.
share.
Yeah,
Ride share.
specifically because we talk with a lot of drivers in Bangladesh, and we all know that the ride-sharing market is very nice. Drivers are earning more, but this is not actually happening. They earn like 100K BDT per month, but they only can take the 20K BDT to their home after spending all of the other money to other parts. So we want to make them totally independent from this pain point. Like if they can, if they don't need to pay like 30,000 BDT to their car owner for the lease, right? Instead of they can give the money to our finance partners, and they can be the owner of the car, right? And we are also going to give them a digital tool like our partner app and dedicated smartphone for this app so that they can start money, pay back for the car, and get the owner of this car. In this way, they can be the asset owner. And this is the similar for the store retailers as well. We talked with a lot of retailers. They want like very small money, like 1 lakh BDT to put an AC in their salon, right? So that they can earn more money, but they don't get this money because they don't have the trade license, they don't have the leasing for 3 years, right? So the bank don't provide the finance. So we just wanted to connect those guys into our system so that we can get money from the our finance partners and give them money to the service providers.
Okay. That makes sense. What have you like accomplished so far in terms of traction? Like, what do you have, people that you have used your solution yet, or are you still at the ideation stage?
Oh no. Okay. Thank you. Thank you a lot for your things. Basically, we started. We are working on this idea, whatever you call, because I am a software engineer and business guy with a lot with from 2010. So I have experience of 15 years of development and business, right? But from the 2020, right after starting the Corona epidemic situation, we thought that okay, people actually need to get owned by their own. Sorry, people need to get something for their own, right? They can rely on other parts and other things. So we go to the
Right.
driver, and ride sharing market collapse on the time. Actually, the retailers didn't get money from other parts, right? So that we thought that okay, if we can give, if we can create a super platform where people can get service providers easily and service provider can earn more money, right? Then it will be
Mhm.
easier. Then we started with the traditional parts like the commissioning, for like other systems and softwares. But we found that the commission and other things doesn't mainly the main is not the main pain point there, right? People never bother if they get more money, they want to pay more high commission. That doesn't a main point actually. The main point is
Yeah.
to get those tools easier. The access of those tools very fast and easier. And then
No.
we went to the Sylhet, we went to the Chittagong, we talked with a lot of drivers, and we found that they can't bear their EMI, right? Because they are earning less, right?
Mhm.
Uh, who actually brought money from the bank and using 𝗕𝗏𝗃 for the ride sharing, right? In this purpose. So that's
Makes
why
sense.
then we pivoted that okay, we have to provide the two service together, like less commission. Definitely, we have to reduce the commission, and that's how we. As I am a software engineer, I modified every piece of code and API calling for our software so that we can minimize the like Google API calls, AWS server calls, right? To reduce this part one, and second one is we talked with the service provider so that they can get the financial tools access easily, earn more money, and can write up this pain point. So this is how we pivoted, and then again from we transition from the high commission to low commission, and for the subscription based small retailers, because the 25% taken by other platforms is very painful for them, right? So this is
Yeah.
how we wanted to get. Oh, and then
And
we had an MOU with just 1 minute, please. Then we had an MOU with the Dhaka Taxi Mahanagar Drivers Union, and we onboarded almost 6,000 plus drivers within just 3 months. And
yeah,
yeah,
that's what I'm interested in. That's what I wanted to know. So
exactly. And then we
I
talked
know.
with yeah, sorry. And then when we talked to the largest NGO, Bangladesh, the TMSS, we joined the headquarters and had an MOU signing for 150 million USD for the microfinancing part, because they normally do the microfinance for their customers. They need customers,
Right.
right? And we have customers, so we wanted to connect them.
Yeah. That's really interesting. Like, that's the kind of information I think that needs to come out more in the presentation, because you've accomplished quite a bit. You've been in the market for a little while, and you actually have done the research with the drivers, but you've also onboarded them onto your platform. You've got grants and other accomplishments I think that you can speak to as well. And that's like really, it's very what you did in describing that is very difficult to do for a lot of startups. So it shows that you found product market fit, and that
Yeah,
this is something
actually,
that
that's
people
why
actually
actually I
want.
am fully confident that we have the product market fit, because no one will never understand this part if that doesn't enter in this market, right?
Right.
Actually, why the pain point, right? So
Yeah.
we have the product market fit. That's why we did not charge. We just charged 7% for last 3 months piloting process, and we generated like 100 USD. But that's not a revenue, right? The revenue is not issue here. When a driver will get a car from us, definitely they will use our software for the next year, right? For the next for a couple of years. Definitely, and definitely we make more money from them. So that doesn't
Right.
issue.
Good. Yeah, it was a good presentation. Just that, I would just focus on some of these. I always tell people, like, the top 3 slides that are most important is like establishing the problem very early and making sure that that's crystal clear, and then also the traction or the business model, how you make money and what money you've made and accomplished so far, and then the team slide. The team slide you really glossed over very quickly. I would spend a little bit more
Yeah,
time there
yeah.
so we
I'm sorry.
understand
I
like
thought
who
that
you are.
my time is over. Then I thought
Yeah.
that okay, still I have 10 seconds. I'm extremely sorry for that. So I
No problem.
could have more time to explain the team side. But I have a very nice team, and all are working together over last 4 years. And all are from university graduate from engineering, and one is from the military veteran for the operation and other part. Because to manage the drivers, we need a strong operational guy. So and I have another co-founder, but he's not the full time, but he's a banker and the bat lawyer. So
Mhm.
the legal and other things will be taken care of by him. So this is how actually we are fully equipped.
Great. All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Okay,
Very
thank you,
nice.
Bobby, and
Thank
definitely
you.
we will welcome from some angels from the USA.
Yeah.
I also work with the Silicon Valley based startup to
Uh-huh.
learn how actually USA based company works. This company name is the Master Driver INC, and I was a
Okay.
lead developer remotely from Bangladesh. So I know how the global things work, and I had
Right.
a lot of contact with some BCs as well. So pray for us.
Okay. Well, let's
Let's
and this goes for everybody on the call, but certainly like reach out and connect with me on LinkedIn so we can stay in touch if we're not already connected.
okay. Thank
All
you,
right.
Arden. Take care.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. 𝗕𝗃𝗀𝗶𝗃𝗲. Thank you so much for your presentation. Seems like with your hand, if you succeed more and more, our pressing community of drivers and the people who are not getting the facilities yet, they will get more facilities for your support. Thank you so much for the presentation. And I really take this point very, I'd say very seriously that Mr. Bobby mentioned that your problem statement, your business model, and the team, that's a very, very important to showcase whenever you are talking about your business or your ideas, your startup. So up next, we have our next startup to pitch, which is
That means
𝗕𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗶. Yes.
uh,
Yeah, 𝗕𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗶. So can you please just share your screen, Mr. Mohammed Saidul Alam, and
Yes,
go with the presentation?
yes, just give me 1 second. You can clearly, right?
Yes, the moment you will share your screen, from that I will collect the 5 minutes time. Your
Okay,
screen is
can you
not
hear
visible
me
yet.
and see me here?
Yes, I can hear you and
It's
see
not,
you. Please share your presentation.
okay, just let me hear it one more time. Just give me 1 minute. I think having some problem with the sharing the screen.
Please try one more time to share your screen.
Yes. Can you see it now?
Unfortunately, no, your screen is not visible yet. It isn't shared.
I don't know what the issue is.
Yes, it's coming now.
Is it on now? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, it is here.
So maybe
Fantastic.
my internet is a bit slow.
It's all right.
Yes. So we are 𝗕𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗃𝗃𝗃. So we are on the mission to make law finance mainstream. So so far we have operated
The
for
screen
around
is
3
still
years.
loading.
We are a Sharia company.
I don't see the presentation slide yet.
Wait, I'll just see.
Now, from my side, it is not visible yet. It still shows it's loading.
Can I reconnect my internet? You still can't see.
Is somewhere in the cloud, like it's in Google Slides? Is it somewhere there? And your voice is breaking as well.
Let me just rejoin them. Just give me 1 minute.
Mr. 𝗲𝗃𝗯𝗶, are you ready with your pitch deck by any chance?
Yes, I am.
So can we go ahead, like starting with you? Let him rejoin and we will give the slot him later on.
Okay. Sure thing.
Okay, due to the technicality, we will move on to the tutor-driven edtech platform of ours, 𝗬𝗧𝗧. So Mr. 𝗲𝗃𝗯𝗶 is here. So please, the floor is yours. Please share the
Thank you
screen.
so much.
No problem.
Can you see?
It's coming up. Yes, it is here. Please go ahead.
Okay. So my name is 𝗲𝗃𝗯𝗶. I'm founder and CEO of 𝗬𝗧𝗧.com. And my background is in computer science. And my co-founder is 𝗲𝗲 𝗰𝗋𝗀𝗀. She's from Dhaka University and she is Chief Marketing Officer. So the problem you're solving is in Bangladesh, especially in Dhaka city, there's a lot of parents who are having trouble finding the best tutor for their children. So there is no reliable system in Bangladesh to find a reliable tutor. It often depends on luck or reference or people you may know. And the market side is huge. There are like 45 million K-12 students in Bangladesh, but we are taking the service obtainable market as 5.7 million, which is 12% of that population. And the way we solve that problem is we have a platform where you can self-serve find tutors according to your requirements. You can put in the information of your children, which grade they're in, how much your budget is, where your location is, which subjects you want to learn, and the platform will filter down the best match for that student. And then you can just request and connect with them. And the same way, we have a system where you can also find the best coaching centers and schools in Bangladesh according to the same filter criteria. And what sets us apart from our competitors are there are no self-service platforms in Bangladesh for finding tutors. It's all basically you have to go through a media and you give them the requirements and then they will find them for you. But here you can like find them yourself. And we also have an AI-generated quiz assessment for our students. We give them to our students and they use this to determine how academically they're performing. This helps them match with their tutor better. Same for coaching. There's no coaching discoverability platforms in Bangladesh. And also we have a huge student audience across our social media, which will come in the following slides. So here you can see we have over 400 million views in our social media channels. This is organic, and we use this to channel our students, our tutors, and parents into our platform. Our business model is we collect the first month's salary from the tutor. Basically, when we confirm a tutor with the parent pays us the first month's salary in advance, and we just collect 60% from that first month, and then we give the rest to the tutor. Our customer acquisition cost is around $4. And then along with that, we have a subscription model for pro tutors. This is basically if a tutor wants to stand out in the website, they get to like be shown on top, they get more premium features, they pay that $1 per month. And the recurring revenue of this model is an average parent in Bangladesh hires around 5 to 8 tutors throughout the tutor's academic lifetime. So our tutor traction is in January 24, we had 0 tutors, and now we have around 17,000 tutors. And this is just verified. If you count unverified, we have 50,000 plus. Our revenue traction is, we only started generating revenue from August 24. And now in February 25, we have around $6,000 to $7,000, $6,000 to $6,500 of revenue. And our burn is below that. So we are organically growing with our own revenue. So we're asking for 50,000 for 10% in pre-seed. Our partners, we are partnered up with EduTechs and 10-Minute School for business collaboration. We have been selected in 𝗲𝗏 100 𝗲𝗏 IQ, South Asia EdTech for 2024. And we are also incubing in Orange Corners, Bangladesh. Currently, we have a team size of 9, and we are trying to scale that to a team size of 90 with the 50 million fund, which will generate an estimated revenue of 750,000 per year. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Yeah, so I think this was an excellent presentation. I think you've really hit on a lot of the areas that we typically look for in these types of presentations, and you had a really good cadence and flow to the way that you delivered everything. So very, very good from that standpoint. I guess my questions are mainly around the viability of this solution in the market moving forward due to AI LLMs that are now doing a lot of that work. So like if you would have, maybe pitched this pre-COVID, perhaps 2017, 2016, I think it would have come across as very, very strong. I think now though, and maybe it's just unique to the market in Bangladesh, and maybe they're, obviously with you having 17,000 tutors on the platform, and obviously the revenue has been climbing over, the past year or so. It speaks to there being product market fit. I just wonder, what thoughts do you have? What story can you tell around the future prospects for this?
The difference between Bangladesh and the rest of the world is Bangladesh is the parents in Bangladesh, like I know them, and the people here will also agree with me. They don't believe in AI. Like they don't even understand AI, and they will never let AI have anything to do with their children. Like even courses which are blowing up recently, even they're having trouble. Like people, even the biggest course sellers in Bangladesh, like 10-Minute School, Chico, even they're going to offline markets because they know that Bangladesh is not for online, they're for offline. Like the tutors we provide, I think I forgot to make this clear, but they actually go to the parent's home and teach. It's not online. Like all of the tutors here, they go to the parent's home and they sit with the child face to face and they teach them with pen and paper. So this is very popular in Bangladesh, and parents, like if you ask anyone in Bangladesh if they had a tutor in their lifetime, they will say yes. If you ask anyone in Bangladesh if they have any brothers and sisters who are studying in school and ask if they have a tutor, they will say yes. So this idea is like especially for the Bangladeshi market because they have a really strong bond with the face-to-face teaching experience that the tutors provide.
Got it. And you, maybe you can then talk a little bit about the competitive landscape in Bangladesh with respect to tutors and how you've managed to differentiate Utica against some of those competitors.
So yeah, so for example, if we go to a competitor here, so here you will see this is another platform. there you can find tutors, but you cannot actually see any tutors here. Like they say they will give you tutors, but you cannot find them. You can just click on hire and then you give some information, they will call you and take the requirements. But if you go to our website, you can see all of them. You can see all of them right in front of your face. You can give your location, you can give your budget, your gender requirements, the subject. You can even see, if you go to a tutor's profile, you can see their complete bio, and you can see that the tutors they have taken from us. Like these tuitions, the system, how it works is these are verified tuitions. They're actually doing these tuitions in these locations, Dhanmondi, Mirpur, in like grade 8, grade O levels. Like these are actually verified experience. So this is also a way for tutors to build their portfolio in a way that they can take this as a career instead of a side hobby or a side hustle moving forward.
Got it. And yeah, how big can this be? I guess maybe you can speak to not only the market size within Bangladesh, but perhaps there are other countries that have similar skepticism with regards to AI.
Yes,
and would potentially
this idea especially works with third world countries where tutors are cheap and people are like, it's like, for example, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and some African nations like Sudan, Egypt, where they don't have enough, they're not like first world countries. They're more lean towards the face-to-face learning experience because tutors are cheap, they're affordable, and they're available.
Right. Okay. And then I imagine, just from the way that this is set up, like let's say someone has a bad experience with a tutor, they're able to rank them lower, which would affect their ability to get more work in the future or something like that.
Yes.
Okay. Is that at all managed by you guys as well, or
that's
is it
all automated? Once the tutor has been like confirmed, the parent gets a portal and then they can review the tutor, and the review is automatically posted in the website.
Right.
Okay. And they're ranked. Our algorithm ranks them based on this review process. So you can see here that the top tutors are shown on top. Like these are 6, 5, and as we go down, it gets lower and lower.
Got it. Can you talk a little bit about your go-to-market strategy? How do you onboard new tutors, and how do you find families that are looking for tutors?
For finding tutors, we don't have to do anything. They find us because we provide the tuitions. So they actually find us. We don't have to do anything for that. For finding parents, we're going to schools. We're doing online programs. We're doing online digital marketing is the most effective. And then we're also doing partnerships with coaching centers and schools where we give them a commission for every lead they pass on to us. So we're going to reliable sources. So the reference that we get from them is incentivizing parents to come to us.
Okay. And how do you manage that interaction once they've established a connection? In other words, like if my daughter is looking for a tutor, I get the tutor through Utica. That person comes and we have a very good session. What prohibits me from just negotiating directly with the tutor instead of going through Utica?
All right. So when you do the request tutor here, you give the number. This will not go to the tutor. This will go to us. And then we have to verify it, because there's also a safety matter here, by the way. There's a lot of girls in this website, and we won't just let people have direct access to their personal information, right? So we verify the lead, and we make sure that everything is set up and they understand how our business works. We tell them the support we give them, and then we tell them that we collect the first month's advance, and the tutors also agree with this. And then we make the connection, and then we schedule the demo class. And this way, the parents are informed, the tutors are informed, and also the tutors have a background check, obviously. That's why we have 17,000 verified tutors and 50,000 unverified. Like we don't even count the unverified here. This helps us.
How many hours does the tutor get with the family? Like, how does that part work?
That completely depends on the budget. Like if they want, let's say 4 days a week, 1 hour per class, then they take 20,000 taka per month. But this can be lower. They might want 2 days a week, or they might want 5 days a week. So the budget is like adjusted to the requirement, and we help with that process.
Got it. Okay, great. Well, I think this was an excellent presentation. Congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Mr. 𝗲𝗃𝗃𝗵𝗃. Yes, this is absolutely fantastic presentation, and I personally feel that in African countries this can be replicated with a wider market. Great, thank you so much. Up next, Mohammed Saidul Alam. Are you okay with your technicality?
Yes, I'm here. So I'll keep my camera off because I think I'm having some issues with the internet. So just let me share my screen now. And let me know when you can see it.
Sure, I'm gonna guide, no problem. Please share the screen.
Okay, is it visible?
Yes, your screen is visible now. I'll count the time from now. Go ahead. Good luck.
All right. Yeah, thank you. And apologies for the delay. So yeah, we are 𝗵𝗃𝗄𝗃. We are on the mission to making halal finance mainstream. So we have been operating for some time now. We are the first Sharia compliant investment marketplace in Bangladesh, which are connecting retail investors with profitable businesses on the basis of debt or equity financing. So far, we have our annual gross value is currently $3.5 million USD. We have done 200 plus investment campaigns, and so far, over the last 6 months, we have around 2.38% non-performing loans. So let me get to the problem, what we are solving. So this is Mr. Sagar. He is a retail store owner, and he faces several problems when trying to access financing from formal sources. So he needs a collateral, the process is bureaucratic, time-consuming, and the rates are very high. So he's basically losing money. And like him, there are individuals who wants to invest. They have a disposable income, and they want to make that income grow, make that wealth grow by beating the inflation rate. But there are not enough reliable inflation beating options in Bangladesh at the moment, especially when they are halal or Sharia compliant. So both of them are losing money or wealth. This is where we come in. We act as a trusted bridge between connecting the two groups of individuals, the business owners and the middle income consumers. So both of them, one is getting financing from the other. They are getting it 6 times faster in a hassle-free and transparent pricing way. The other one is beating inflation, and we are handling the due diligence and legal contracts on their behalf. This is a huge market, and by 2030, just in Bangladesh, we expect it to be 8.3 billion USD market. So just a couple of points I'm touching here. The businesses in Bangladesh currently lack $2.8 billion gap, according to a World Bank report. And in terms of the middle income consumer group, so they are growing at a pace of, they're the fastest growing consumer market in Bangladesh. So the market is booming right now, and the time is now for us. What drives our product is the main proprietary risk scoring engine. So any investments are risky, and that's where we come in. We do all the due diligence. So first, when the business applies to us, we run some asset due diligence assessments. And some of the points we do is we see the business age or experience. We do some due diligence, KYC, financial assessment, some behavior analysis. And finally, we arrive at a risk score, which we provide in our app. So these are our websites and app. And an investor can go and check themselves whether what are the risks, what they can achieve or gain from this business over the next 6 to 12 months if they invest. And they have the expectations set by us in the app. This is the future that we're looking at. I'll not go into details much, but I'll just say that we have several plans for both consumers and small businesses in place, which includes this marketplace matching that is currently going on, the risk scoring engine, and finally, we'll be working on a SaaS product going forward in 2026. that which is explained a bit more in this slide, the roadmap and the defensibility. So currently, we are trying to making the investments less risky by trying to in the immediate next quarter, we are planning to integrate insurance and with partner with some suppliers network, so that the risks is much less than what is currently there, and the network effect that you can see on the right hand side, that's what drives our product at the moment. That's what drives our growth at the moment. So the current go-to-market scenario is that those who have already invested, they sort of refer on bring in new clients, and even they refer new businesses, recommend new businesses to come to our platform. And with the basis of technology, trust, and regulations, we are on the way to becoming the go-to platform for consumers and SMEs. Our business model is that we charge a flat fee to all businesses who come to us for financing, to get access to financing. And then on the fund raised, we charge 3 to 5% depending on ticket size and financing tenure. And at the end of the repayment period, we have a success fee, which is around 1%, which we charge on the investors who place investments through our platform.
Last one.
Okay, so we are a team. We are actually a team of 18. 4 is shown here. Me, Saeed. I'm from a business background. My co-founder Shabab has a software background, and he worked in a startup. Banna Shah, he was in 𝗕𝗏𝗋, one of the unicorns in Bangladesh, and he was there through Series A and Series B. And Anis Reza is our product lead. He was in several startups in SoulShare and GoZion, and we have a couple of advisors on advising us on financing regulations and Sharia compliance, who both of them have international exposure. Our current growth is around 17% month on month. We have grown 330% in 2024, and the 81% of our businesses who takes financing from us once come back. So the retention is almost 4/5 there. And we are looking to raise our seed round right now. We are targeting $700,000 USD for 10x growth in 2025. We'll grow our investors by 20x, reach annual GTV by 10x, that is 30 million. And so we are also targeting some validation points like onboarding into insurance and underwriting processes. Yeah, so I'm on my last slide. I'm open to any questions.
All right. I thought this was a really, really good presentation. I enjoyed learning about your company. I'm curious about, because we do have, debt financing organizations here in the US as well, specifically for, startups, risky ventures in general. In terms of like the gap that you saw in the market in Bangladesh, what are the types of businesses that would be most eligible for this type of financing, and why would they need this, I guess, instead of going through a traditional bank? It seems like some of the factors that you go into assessing the risk for each of the customers is pretty consistent with what we'd probably see from a bank. So I'm just curious, how you differentiate there.
Okay, so banks, I highlighted as some of the problems that is with the banks or with the existing non-banking institutions. So they require a collateral upfront. So a lot of small businesses do not have that collateral. Secondly, they do not some banks or most of the financial institutions do not actually value the service-based businesses. So they require, like, when their value is mostly not intangible value. So, but they have a lot of work orders. They have a lot of purchase orders that they can that they need financing to deliver, and then they get returned on after a particular time or a particular project. So we have identified these couple of niches where Either they do not have the collateral, or the business has a work order which needs to be which they need the financing to deliver and then get a good return on their services. So these two niches are not served by the banks or the existing traditional financing institutions. Secondly, the process is very slow. So sometimes it takes 3 to 6 months to access the financing, which we sort of deliver within 1 month. From doing the due diligence up to getting the financing, it comes down to 1 month, whereas it takes 3 to 4 months. So they sometimes lose those work orders. And finally, our risk scoring algorithm that we are bringing in, or that we are working on currently. So those adjust on some data, which are not just financial data, but behavioral data. And so this is actually currently are not available or not widespread in Bangladesh at the moment. The behavioral data, or basically the alternative data that is done to risks grade, score the business on the basis of his or her risk. So this will also help us give the business a stability, which sort of helps them go to the banks at a later stage. So in early stages, they come to us, we help them build their what we say history, and then they can go to financial institutions, or they can get acquired by a big business, a conglomerate, or something like that. So that's how we are helping them on the 3 fronts.
Okay. And then how do you source your capital that you deploy to these businesses?
Oh, that's the other consumer group that that we presented. The consumer group, which are individuals. So they are high net worth, or they are mostly income. They have a high income and high disposable wealth. So they look for alternative investments which are inflation beating up, and also Sharia compliant. So we have like 2 sets of investors. Yeah.
And how do you raise from them specifically? I guess that's part of your go-to-market, because it's such a significant part of your business model. So how do you find them? How do you convince them that this is something that they should consider?
Right. Initially, it was all organic. We started with friends and families, but right now we do events, we do some webinar sessions. So firstly, it's a sort of a knowledge-driven growth. So a content-driven growth. So they first learn about us, and also learn about the Islamic finance or the models, and then we build trust over a few timeline, say 3 to 6 months. So what we have experienced so far is that people usually registers in our platform. They learn about us over 3 to 6 months, and then they do their first investments. So it's a content or knowledge-driven growth. But we also do, as I said, seminars and webinars where we go to different events, and we try to motivate people to look into our app. So people can start from as low as $50. They can just explore the platform and then decide to go higher after some time.
Got it. Yeah, it's very interesting. I like the model. It reminds me of 𝗘𝗏, a company that I used to work with, who offers microfinancing for small businesses globally. It's like a loan that they issue, and then the companies that they finance actually end up paying the loan back, and they have like a 80 or 90% return rate, which is quite good. So yeah, very, very interesting. I like this. Congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Excellent.
That's great. So yeah, so we have our last startup today to present, 𝗵𝗃𝗃. Mr. Apan Sachit, can you please turn on your slide to share?
Thank you, 𝗘𝘅𝗃𝗏𝗀. Sure.
Your screen is visible. Yeah. I'll count the time from now. Good luck.
Did you know 76% of online shoppers prefer mobile apps? yet 90% of online businesses still don't have one. In the context of Bangladesh, 8 lakh online businesses are struggling because of limited mobile presence, losing thousands potential of customers, revenue decreasing, and they are lag behind in the competition. Because
Apan, sorry to
building
interrupt you. Can you please just give this the full screen, the slide? Give it a full screen, please. Please share the screen again and give it a full screen.
Let me try again.
Sure. Yep. Yep. No, full screen, please. Yeah.
Okay.
No, somehow it doesn't show in full screen.
Okay. Maybe I'm trying another way.
Please share the screen again and let's try to
F5 press 1 F5 press করলে হবে অথবা আপনি alt tab দিয়ে করে দেখেন ফুল স্ক্রিন
Now
স্ক্রিনটা একবার শেয়ার করতে হবে, দেখতে পাচ্ছি না এখন। Please
okay.
share the screen. এবার ফুল স্ক্রিন ক্লিক করে অথবা F5 দিয়ে F5 প্রেস করে দেখেন যে ফুল স্ক্রিন হয় কিনা।
ওকে, ঠিক আছে এখন?
না, ঠিক নাই। এই স্ক্রিনে দেখেন শেয়ারের পাশে যে এটাকে ক্রস করে দেন, শেয়ারটা ক্লোজ করেন নিচে 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 নিচে।
I guess it's okay, আমরা ওইভাবে দেখি তাহলে। Don't waste time.
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. All right. Let's start from the first again. I will come to time from now. And
Sorry for inconvenience.
Please share again. Your screen is not visible. Please share again.
Share the screen.
Yes, your screen is here. Let's go ahead.
Okay. Sorry again for the inconvenience. Did you know 76% of online shoppers prefer mobile apps, yet 90% of online businesses still don't have one? In the context of Bangladesh, 8 lakh online businesses are struggling because of limited mobile presence, losing thousands potential customers, decreasing revenues, and they are lagged behind in the competition. Because building a mobile app is complex, high cost, time consuming, sometimes take months, and when the app is ready, it might be the trend is changed also. And there is a big problem, which is unorganized local market. People usually get frustrated and confusing when they think of building a mobile app for their e-commerce businesses. Hi, this is 𝗵𝗂𝗀𝗃 introducing 𝗕𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗶, a platform where users can build their e-commerce app without any hassle, yet it will be easy, affordable, time-saving, and scalable. Global mobile commerce market is its peak with 40% of compound annual growth rate. Same in the Bangladesh e-commerce market, it's 21% growth rate. And if we see the app domination, Uber website, that is 57% of sales come from mobile apps directly. And 76 to 90% consumer prefer mobile apps over website for buying something from online. And the total market size for e-commerce mobile app building, which is 16 billion, and Bangladesh e-commerce mobile market size is 120 million. If we obtain 1% of the Bangladesh market, our annual recurring revenue will be 1.2 million. This is our product. Just sign up, select a template, connect your payment and delivery partner, and launch. You can say we are like Canva for e-commerce mobile app building. We launched our soft MVP 6 months ago, and 450 plus early adopter tested our MVP, 190 plus total app builded. We have 3% paid user with our MVP, and 800K online sellers and 7 plus payment and delivery partners are in our pipeline. We have a 14 days free trial and 3 other simple subscription model. Our revenue from premium add-ons, AI integrations, and push notifications. This is our competition. Here we can see 𝗲𝗲, 𝗕𝗃𝗃, 𝗕𝗃𝗃𝗀, 𝗂𝗃𝗃, which are complex and expensive, also have highly dependent on Shopify or other building apps. And there is Global App and Builder AI, which are expensive, and local development firm are still expensive. And there are 𝗏𝗏𝗏 and Flutterflow. They are affordable but complex and limited tech knowledge needed. There is 𝗕𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗃 and 𝗓𝗏𝗏. 𝗓𝗏𝗏 is not focused for e-commerce, and 𝗕𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗀 here. Please don't think we are becoming arrogant, but we are the affordable and we are the most user-friendly in this list. In the Bangladeshi context, our competitive advantage is we are fast mover, we are mobile first, we are affordable, we are super fast, and no dependencies on other big platform or solutions. People can do it yourself and super easy app. This is our financial projection. Our first year after launch our main product, we would like to capture 1% of our SAM, which is 8,000 paid user, and our revenue will be 1.2 million. In our 3 years, we obtain 5% of SAM, and in our 5th year, we'd like to obtain 10% of SAM. This is 𝗕𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗃 team. Mr. Udayan Bosak, founder and CTO, has 10 years of expertise in web, mobile, and software development. He lead our technical environment. 𝗵𝗂𝗀𝗃, myself, founder and CEO, 7 years of expertise in digital marketing. And we have another guy, 𝗕𝗫𝗃, who lead our marketing things. Our asking is $50K USD in exchange of 5% equity in our seed funding to grow our fuel our growth, and we will spend this money in our R&D, sales, marketing, team, operations. So create e-commerce app easily, affordably, and fast with 𝗕𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗃. Thank you for listening. I would like to join in our QA session.
Okay. Thank you. This was this is a good presentation as well. I thought you touched on a lot of good points. I think my question to you is, well, I guess a suggestion would be, you mentioned that you had 450 clients, and then what might be good is just to see what some of those clients were able to do with your platform. In other words, some case studies, actual users. What was their experience like? Maybe some testimonials, so we can get a better sense of the value that you're providing them. I know that you say that you're affordable and easy to use, but maybe getting a bit of a perspective from actual customers who have used it and what the apps look like, the quality of the apps, you said you have templates. Would love to see some of those templates as well, so we can get a better sense of, the quality of it, especially as it compares to, what might exist in the market currently. So I thought from a commercialization, from a business standpoint, the presentation was quite good. I think from the standpoint of the actual product and just getting a better sense of how good it is, that didn't necessarily come across quite as strong as it could have, and I would have liked to see some actual examples of how it works, and maybe the functionality of going through the process of creating an app using 𝗕𝗏𝗄𝗃.
You may use some visuals quickly, and also I guess you have some users already there who's using your product upon, so you can build a case study, I guess. Okay, that would be helping probably.
Yeah, that wasn't really a question, it was just a suggestion. So just I think what you're offering is very visual. It's actually a way of creating apps through your startup, and we would just like to see how that works. So I think some of the ways you can do that is just creating screenshots of that, so we can see kind of the process of how do you sign up, where do you go next, what do the templates look like, and then once you select a template, how much do I need to populate? Is there AI that populates certain fields for me? How much of it is me versus 𝗕𝗏𝗄𝗃?
Upon your mic is muted, so please unmute yourself.
Thank you, Bobby, for your suggestions, and we would like to show you our one-off template, which is still we are working on our prototype or product, which is going to be launched in May 15th. So it is in our production room. Please open the.
Okay, if I can help a little bit. Okay, no worries. Upon you can talk to Bobby online, so you can send him a
demonstration video, right?
Just take an example of website, and then make him a website, and also give him a dashboard, because Bobby, this product was solely made to commercialize the push notification thing, because when a e-commerce shop owner has a number of customers, those who buy from their website or maybe from their Facebook or social media pages, so it's really tough to reach them back again by sending email or by doing WhatsApp promotion. So it's better if they have this app, so you can directly take them to a promotion through the app. Okay, so if you send a push notification, because they give a dashboard to the shop owner, and using that dashboard, shop owner can go and send as many notification that might be of new products offering discount sales. So that was the only product, only services that was mainly they tried to build at the beginning in their MVP. So that has been offered to like 13 real customers, I guess, 13 to 14 real customers. We actually put them inside our community, and they all are using it right now. Okay, so people are happy with this product. So I guess they can make an app for any website that you tell them right now, and they will send you in like 3-4 hours with the dashboard. Am I right?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
If you allow me, I would like to show you something. It's some of our user who built app by 𝗵𝗃𝗃. It's in our website, app box name, Smart School Bus. This is the leading startup in Bangladesh. They are working for school-going student, home to school, school to home, for transportation. We build this app. Then this is another one. This is another
I guess
one.
I got it. Upon, thank you very much. You send this link to Bobby and to all of us, because you know that I believe that Bobby will go and see what are the opportunities for you in global market very soon. Get connected. But I guess we are running out of time. We have like 1 minute of time. Maybe we can take 10 for 15 more minutes. Bobby, you can go and have an overview of the whole thing during this time. 𝗘𝘅𝗶 is also there. 𝗘𝘅𝗶 can give a feedback. You can have a discussion about all 5. In fact, you know that I put Upon today, and if you think that his speech was being updated by Daniel in the first week, a few days earlier, so someone actually given him feedback, and based on those feedback, he presented today. So that looked probably better than other presentation, clean and fresh. I guess that many of our founders think that should I present to Bobby or should I present to XYZ mentor? Is he or she gonna invest in us? They think about that, but that's should not be the goal, okay? Because these people have been looking at the thousands 𝗃𝗃, and when they see if they invest or not, they can $1,000 consultancy, some recommendation that we
Just a minute.
anywhere else. Thank you. Okay, so sure, please.
I would like to thank you, Bobby Amiri. I researched on him, and I found that he expertly support 800 startups based on technology and SaaS. So I would like to take some criticism, some suggestions on 𝗵𝗃𝗃 that I could make changes and keep my keep growing and keep my presentations good. Thank you for your time, and I would like to hear some feedback and some criticism also. Thank you, 𝗘𝘅𝗶 and 𝗘𝘅𝗶. Also, thank you, Bobby.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, my suggestions are what I mentioned previously. So just better case studies. We want to see what the app looks like. It's a visual medium, so we want to see what it is that you produced and what's the flow, more information on the product. I think from a business standpoint, it was good, but from a product standpoint, we would like to see more.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Tarif. Thank you, Arif. Appreciate it. Thanks for everybody.
Thank you so much,
for
Bobby.
pitching today.
So we would like to request you to have an overall feedback for all the startups have pitched today. If you just can give an overall thought process of yours, few last words to share how they have presented, and maybe a common way forward for all of them to look forward to a better pitching in coming days. Your last words.
Yeah, I would say I thought the pitches for the most part were very, very good today. It just I guess what I tell people all the time is you need to enter the pitch very strong and very confident and close it very strong. So that's the only thing that I think maybe the majority of people didn't do quite well today. So when you first come in, hello, my name is Bobby Amiri. I'm with this company XYZ, and we're looking to do this. And then you go, let me tell you about this problem that we discovered. And then you go right into it, get people emotionally connected. And then later in the presentation, you finish strong. Join us as we look to democratize education and do it at scale, globally. We think this is a really a strong problem to solve with lots of opportunity. And, you know, here's my contact information. We would love to hear from, you know what I mean? Like very, very confident close as well. Because inevitably what happens when people listen to pitches, generally speaking, they remember how you made them feel in the beginning and the end. And a lot of that is tied to confidence. And if you're not confident in your pitch and your product, then we won't be confident, you know, in wanting to learn more about it. Because, you know, you're the subject matter expert. You've been working on this for months, if not years. We need to see that passion in your voice and the way that you deliver it. So just would like to see more of that.
Cool. Great.
Fantastic. That's fantastic.
Yep.
I think
Right.
since I have been to the most of the boot camps with all the startups we have here, and I have seen their pitch decks in different platforms as well. So I can personally say that it has evolved a lot better and lot updated from the beginning we have started. So my personally kudos to all the startups we have here, and they're doing fantastic, to be honest. So my request to Mr. Bobby, if there is any opportunity to connect maybe any global VC or any global LPs to give them guidance. I'm not just saying that come and give investment to them, but their guidance, they have aligned thoughts to give more ideas to them so that they can evolve more, so that they can get more easily next funding to rise. So that would be my request. I think we all will be connected with you in LinkedIn, and we'll be in touch for sure. So thank you so much, Mr. Bobby Amiri, for joining this long sessions with all the startups we have over here. And Arifai, thank you so much for pitching in. So yeah, thank you so very much. I really appreciate all the startups as presented in this Friday morning. And let's say this is just the beginning of us to go for the glory and the success. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. All right. Thanks, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.